Insider Calls presented by BetMGM, where you can go check out all of the latest lines right now on the BetMGM app. Good morning, Nick.
What's going on, guys? I hate to agree with Curtis, but I lived in South Florida for 3 years. I have to agree. The seafood in Florida is the absolute best. So I think he's right about that.
Okay, aren't you from Jersey?
Long Island.
No, come on.
I take nothing seriously that the entire anybody from the tri-state region says.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm only from the capital of the free world, recognized by the entire world, but that's okay.
Right.
Boston's good too.
Now you're going to tell me New York style pizza is better than bar pizza, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, we've done this already. And obviously, it's something that's universally recognized. We don't even have to have the discussion.
New York
it's already recognized.
What food genre is New York known for? Nothing. Like
everything.
It steals. It's the stealing city when it comes to food. Like,
and not just with food.
Like what do you? But what bagels? What do you?
Everything, I would say.
The New York bagels hit
everything.
Different.
What are you talking
Everything
about?
bagels,
I think that we steal everything from everybody.
Yeah.
It was an overall insult at the city that I live in.
Yeah. Okay. There's no way anybody is ever going to tell me the seafood is better in Florida than here. We're known for seafood. That's what we.
No, look, the lobster is definitely better in Massachusetts, but actual Curtis is right. Like the actual fish is better in Florida. It's not an insult. Like why? Like you taking this personally?
I do. Yeah,
like it's not personal, buddy. Like sorry, it's a fact.
Sorry, I have a little loyalty to the region where I've lived my entire life. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you're like a fan. That's okay.
Right.
Yes, I am a fan.
He likes the chowder.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's like, the Chiefs are better than the Patriots. You can get upset if you want, or you can accept reality.
All right, where are we at on this game one? We as a show we took Baltimore. Wiggy, Curtis, Scheim, everybody feeling strongly about the Ravens.
I don't know. I feel like you guys might be really right here. I'll be on the other side in this game,
Yes.
and here'd be the question that I would ask. And I mean that the answer can be whatever. Do you guys think the regular season matters when it comes to handicapping this game?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So if the regular season matters, Baltimore should be a bigger favorite than this. And I know that sounds crazy to people because Patrick Mahomes is on the other side, right? But based on the regular season, the Ravens have been the best team all season. San Francisco was the second best team. Mm-hmm. Baltimore went there on Christmas night and absolutely thumped them. So if we're going just based on power ratings, what the point spread of the game should actually be, Baltimore should be a bigger favorite than this. And they're basically like a 4-point favorite across the board. So I think as a bettor, you kind of run into two things here. Is it you roll with what you saw in the regular season, and it's that the Ravens should, honestly, not only win this game, but should blow the Chiefs out? Or is it just the Dragon wears number 15 in red on the other side, and you take the points with Mahomes, and you live with it if you lose? I'm going to opt to do that, and I'm going to take the points with Patrick Mahomes here, where, look, I make this bet, Chiefs lose by 3. That's the most likely outcome, by the way. Ravens win the game by 3 points, and I still win my bet, so I'll do it. So I'm not here to tell you that, I have, a strong feeling on it. If Ravens won by 10, I wouldn't be surprised. I have a stronger take on the next game, but I will take the points with the Chiefs coming up on Sunday.
When it comes to the quarterbacks in that game, playoff experience make a difference or no?
Well, I mean, I guess you could argue that, Lamar kind of, got over the hump last week, played exceptionally well in the second half. First half was a little helter-skelter, and look, we're all watching that game, and we're all thinking about the Tennessee game back in 2019, when they were the 1 seed and lost to the Titans, and Lamar did not play well in that game. Didn't play great in the first half, and then they came out like gangbusters in the second half and just, obliterated the Texans off the face of the earth. Now, look, I don't think this is an insult. It's kind of like when people get offended when you say LeBron James isn't as good as Michael Jordan. I don't think that's an insult, and I hate Jordan. I'm a Knicks fan. Ruined my childhood. But Jordan's the best. So look, it's not an insult to say LeBron's not as good as the best. It's also not an insult to say Lamar Jackson isn't as good as Patrick Mahomes. Lamar deserves to win his second MVP. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's not Mahomes. Nobody's Mahomes. And there's a chance that at the end of Mahomes' career, it'll be like Mahomes and Brady together at the top of the mountain. So, yeah, Lamar is awesome. He's also not as good as number 15. So, I'll take the Chiefs. I'm willing to be wrong. I'll put my money on Patrick Mahomes.
All right, where are you on the NFC side of things?
What do you guys like in the game?
We're sentimental about the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Motown, baby.
Yeah, I think I'm going to also.
Yes.
So let's just do the one piece of betting news here. We think Deebo Samuel's going to play in the game. practice yesterday, Thursday in a limited fashion. We'll see what happens today. He's someone that like definitely matters to the point spread, and we're hanging out around the, like 7, right, which is one of the key numbers here. So if you want to bet this game, like I would actually like wait till you get more information about whether Debo's playing in the game to feel confident about making your bet. So I'll make the case here, guys, not just for the Lions to cover the spread. I'll make a case for the Lions to actually win the game here. So I definitely think both offenses will have a lot of success in this game. I don't think Purdy will play as poorly as he did last week. The weather is going to be like crystal clear, like 68 and sunny. And Purdy has shown that he has difficulty playing in the elements. By the way, so does Jared Baby Hands Goff. Like both guys do poorly. I mean, that's just a fact. Both guys play poorly in the elements. They both have small hands. So that's like a quarterback. I have small hands too. I'm also like talking in my house right now. I'm not playing quarterback in the NFL.
I've been mocked and ridiculed my entire life for my tiny hands.
But listen, you're really good at what you do. I'm good at what, so like this, you make do with what you've got. You play with the hand you've been dealt. So these two quarterbacks don't play great in the elements. It's going to be a perfect day in the Bay. So I think both offenses will have a lot of success here. I think the Niners are definitely going to score, and then I think Detroit can block San Francisco's front. Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, who like he's going to be the next head coach of the Washington Commanders whenever the Lions season ends. So people just like get ready for that. He'll have stuff cooked up here. Lions are going to be able to score. I think Goff is pretty underrated. Lest we forget, obviously, like Belichick mind-effed him in the Super Bowl and like kind of like set his career back a little bit. But 2 weeks before that Super Bowl, but when the Patriots beat the Rams the second time, Goff outdueled Drew Brees in the NFC title game in New Orleans. Bad non-DPI call notwithstanding. So I like both offenses here. So I like the over in the game. Now, why I would bet the Lions to win as opposed to cover the spread. You know Dan Campbell's going to let it all hang out. He's going to put them on the table. The grapefruit's on the table. He's going to go for it on 4th down. You might get a fake punt thrown in there also. He's going to be really aggressive. And on the flip side, and I think Kyle Shanahan's a great coach, he gets really tight in these big moments. He's hyper conservative. He loves to punt. He loves to settle for field goals. So I think you're going to get into a situation here where the Lions are going to go for it a couple times. Now, if they don't get it and those decisions bust, San Francisco can win the game by like 17 points. But if they get these 4th downs, if they go for a fake field goal and they get it, I think Detroit can steal the outright win, which is why I think if you like Detroit, like I'm not saying like only bet the money line, but I think you should back up your Detroit wager with a Detroit money line bet as well. So I think the Lions are live to win the game coming up on Sunday.
Nick, here's why I love Detroit. My former teammate Aaron Glenn, when I played for the Jets,
great cornerback,
loves to blitz. Detroit loves to blitz. You got a young quarterback in Brock Purdy. He's kind of been struggling a little bit. You heat him up. You put the pressure on him. Debo's not the same. You got what's-his-face coming off the edge there. Aiden Hutchinson. Seems like he has 2 or 3 sacks every game. They love to blitz. They love to confuse quarterbacks. And I could see Brock Purdy. And don't forget this. Brock Purdy's thinking about Tom Brady. He has a bad game. They lose. What you think he's thinking about?
Yeah, that story came out this week. And I'll just like the Lions defense, Wiggy, and I don't know if you agree with this. Like Aaron Glenn, and maybe Aaron Glenn's going to be a head coach soon, and like I grew up watching him with the Jets. He can be a great coordinator. That defense is not good. Like the Lions defense is not good. They get shredded by every quarterback they play. But why I like what you said is we know San Francisco's going to score, but if Glenn's going to be really aggressive, like they need to turn San Francisco over a couple times in this game. So if you're going to get burnt no matter what, then try and be aggressive, I think, and force a couple turnovers. Like the Lions are going to have to try and steal this game. And I think you have the type of coaching staff that's aggressive and smart enough to know that, and I think they're going to try and steal the game on Sunday.
Nick, championship weekend is here. Thanks for joining us this morning. Any wishes for us before you go?
Yeah, minimal sweats, winning bets, the absolute very best of luck. And listen, Greg, like at this point in your life, man, you got to put the fandom aside and just accept things for what they are. That's what New York pizza is better than bar pizza. Just accept it.
I'll agree with you, Nick.
I refuse to give up on my people.
The people of Boston are great. You're not giving up on them.
And he's not even real. And Nick, don't let him fool you because nobody, I would say, north of what? Hingham even eats bar pizza.
That's not true. That's a lie.
I mean, everybody in Boston.
It's literally a place in like
Waltham. You ever heard of Dave Portnoy?
Dave Portnoy's from the North Shore, so he didn't grow up on bar pizza.
But do you watch any of his?
Yeah, I do watch his pizza.
He just spent the last 2 weeks talking about how incredible bar pizza is. You idiot.
He might like it, but he grew up on North Shore and Boston pizza, which is very similar to New York pizza.
And then he chose the bar pizza.
Portnoy say he'd rather have bar pizza.
He loves it.
I didn't say
listen,
get enough
God
of
bless
it.
him.
I love
God bless
it too,
him.
but if I have to choose one on death row, give me my New York style
Okay,
pizza.
so you're not a foxhole guy.
I am.
All right, Nick. You're
Later,
the best. Thank you. That
got
is Nick Kostos.